Hello, this is Sunny. This is my very first weekly Oracle card reading for the week of Valentine from the 7th to the 14th. I just recently got my angel card reading certification last month by Doreen Virtue, so I'm a little nervous and excited to do my very first reading. So thank you for being patient with me. And I decided to use two decks for this week's reading. One by Angela Hartfield, Whispers of Love Oracle card deck, and it's a beautiful deck. I'm in love with the artwork. And the other one is by Doreen Virtue, Romance Angels. It felt fitting to work with both. So I already shuffled the decks before the reading to save time. And 4 cards per each deck showed up for this week's reading. I know Doreen Virtue normally does three card readings per week, but 4 wanted to come out from mine. And for the Whispers of Love Oracle card deck, the first card that showed up was look at your patterns in relationships. So this means that either the way you're looking at things, I don't know if you can read it clearly, the way you're looking at things or something you're doing is not working for you. And so you need to change the way you're doing things and change the way you're looking at things so you can get better wanted results. And even though it may seem like it's the other person's fault, it's more often than not something that you are doing or thinking or behaving and acting that's not producing the results that you've been wanting. I mean, if you're in an abusive situation, that's a completely different thing, and that's the abuser's fault, and that's their problem, not yours at all, for sure. But in the case of non-abusive relationships, then yes, you have to look at yourself and hold yourself accountable. Like, how are you perceiving things? How are you responding to situations and showing up? And how are you feeling? That all impacts your patterns. And if you notice you keep attracting the same patterns with your friendships, your romantic partnerships, your family members, it's all because something within you is creating those patterns, not the people. They're just reflecting the inner problem that's going on. And in this beautiful card, there's an angel in the mirror. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. This little angel. It's, for me, I believe it's your intuition, and may literally be your guardian angel telling you, giving you warning signs. For those of you who are really intuitive, like myself, you'll definitely feel really sensitive in your intuitive area where your sacral chakra is, right around the stomach area. And it's just, you have to pay attention to your intuition. That's really important to get the answers on how to change things. And Dr. Wayne Dyer talked about this. The way you change, when you change your perception on a situation, the reality around you changes. So think of that for this week. And the second card that showed up, which is another stunning card in this deck, is something I have a challenge with myself, and I'm sure you do too. Embrace your emotions. This is a lovely girl holding and embracing a sweet unicorn. You see it clearly? So don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. For those who are aware of the law of attraction, we've become afraid of feeling our negative feelings and want to reject them and push them away and cancel, clear, and delete them. But that doesn't work. It'll just make it worse, because if you've heard of EFT, emotional freedom technique, you need to honor your feelings and give them a voice. And this card is encouraging you to embrace your emotions, even the negative ones, because each emotion that we have has a purpose. And we didn't come here to ignore our negative emotions or to not feel them. By all means, we're supposed to feel them and let them go when we feel ready. What we shouldn't do is wallow in them and stay in them for a long time. Now, if you have depression or you're going through some serious emotional and mental challenges, then it might be harder for some to do it on their own, and that's when most likely it could benefit you to go into therapy and to get professional help to embrace and accept your emotions, or get an EFT practitioner. That also works. I've worked with an EFT practitioner myself. It's very helpful to tap on your emotions and clear them out. Of course, it won't work all in one session. Sometimes that happens, but not always. I mean, we are complex beings. There are lots of layers to our personality and to our being and humanity that it doesn't get cleared so quickly and all the issues are gone. One layer at a time gets cleared, so please be patient with yourself, even though it can be really hard to do that, I understand. And then the third card that came up is Focus on Love. This is a really sweet card, a lady with her pet dragon in a loving moment. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And for me, what came up is like practicing gratitude. If you've seen the movie The Secret, or you know about Abraham Hicks's work talking about appreciation, focus on being grateful. And I encourage you to like find 3 things at least to be grateful for in each day. For me, at the end of every day, I do my gratitude journaling at night. More often, I find 10 things to be grateful for that day, no matter how crappy I feel or how horribly my day went. Sometimes I've had really bad days, and I just force myself to be grateful, whether my ego likes it or not. I make myself find something to be grateful for. And some days more than others, it can be hard. But my challenge for you is at least choose 3 things or more to be grateful for in your day. And if you'd like, share them with me in the comments or on Facebook. And the last card that showed up for this week is Slow Down. In other words, no future tripping. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. In other words, as tempting as it is to rush through life and wanting to see the end result, believe me, I get it more than anything. Whether we like it or not, it unfolds one step at a time. So you need to trust the process. And it can be a little difficult to do that, especially when something you've been wanting for a really, really long time has not happened yet, whether it's a romantic relationship, a job, or a wonderful opportunity you've been wanting and hasn't come yet. You can focus on the end result, but just allow yourself to be guided moment by moment to the next logical action step to take in direction towards your dream. But don't just keep your focus on there. Work towards it for sure. And then from the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, these 4 cards came up. The first card that came up was Deception. And it says, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Now, this could mean your ego self. It doesn't necessarily mean, sometimes it could mean that some people are falsely representing themselves. In sociology, we have this term, I forgot the social theorist who came up with this term, but presentation of self. And we tend to present ourselves in a certain way in front of others that may not be our true self. So we put on this mask, this false image, and see what rings true for you about this message. Like, pay attention to your intuition and feelings, like what this card means for you. Are you in a relationship with someone who feels a little off to you? Like, does your intuition feel iffy about this person? Trust your intuition. If you need more clarity and more confirmation about your intuitive messages, ask the universe, angels, or whoever you feel comfortable calling out to for help and more clarity. Ask for more clarity and confirmation about your intuition about this. And check in to see who in your life is being deceptive. It could be you. And it could be you. It's not just the other person. And the second card that came up is children. So your love life is being affected by children now. You could have children yourself, or it could be your own inner child that needs attention to. Because remember, this was the second card that came up for the first reading, embrace your emotions. And this is what came strongly for me in this reading is your inner child's feelings and inner child past, the hurts and pain from the past that come from your childhood. And some of us can be harder than others to embrace and accept all our emotions, especially the negative ones. So tune into this and see what feels true for you. Is it your inner child that's impacting your current relationships? But child definitely came up strongly in this reading. And it ties in perfectly with the accepting and embracing your emotions. And this third card that came up was unrequited love. Unrequited love. Sorry. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Ironically, the second card after that is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So it could mean that this relationship could be a stepping stone to great love. But if you're in a relationship right now and it's like lacking that chemistry you've been seeking, this could be why the angels are saying that, you know, it's not the love you've been asking for. However, the great love you have been wanting is worth making every effort in the direction of your goals and dreams for love. And that could mean letting go of these types of relationships you have. And I got a bonus card that jumped out this week. Release your ex. Because some of us who are emotionally attached to our past lovers and our intimate partners can hold an emotional bound and impact our present now. So it's important for you to release the past so you can allow your new lover to come in. As long as you're holding on to your past and you have emotional attachments to your past and you're romanticizing your past lovers, you cannot let anyone new in. So you can always ask the angels for help with this. Archangel Raphael, Michael, or even Shamuel. Angel Shamuel is the angel of love. Each archangel has a specialty to help us. And Archangel Shamuel helps with love. And Archangel Michael helps with cutting the cords of attachment and fear. And Archangel Raphael can help you with the healing of your heart from this past relationships, so you can allow new love in. All right, and this is it for this week's reading. Thank you for tuning in and watching my very first weekly card reading by Sunny. Have a good day.